Hi, my name is Jason Paltrowitz, Executive Vice President of Corporate Services for OTC Markets, and I'm pleased to be rejoined at the Markets Center by Úrsula Wilhelm, Head of Investor Relations for Grupo Banorte, which trades on our OTCQX market under the symbols GBOOY and GBOOF. Úrsula, welcome again.
Thank you very much, Jason.
So since we last saw you, can you provide us some updates on what's happening with Banorte?
Absolutely. This has been a very good year for the bank and for the group. We expect the results to be strong, with net income growing around 15% year over year. There's been a good demand of credit in the country, both from the part of companies and individuals. So the loan book is growing with very healthy quality. NPLs for Banorte and for the Mexican banking system are at an all-time low. So this is supporting profitability. And overall, even though the Mexican economy is growing at a moderate rate, we do see good potential to do business, decent business, healthy business, and to grow the overall businesses.
Excellent. So that was my next question. If you could kind of give us a little bit more of an outlook on the Mexican economy and how that would affect Banorte and potential investors in Banorte.
Yeah, the economy has been the hot topic in our conversations with investors. And I think the key element on the economy that is the one that is more of a concern is really the government's finances. Because of the drop in the prices of oil, revenue for the government has been stretched on oil revenue, and that has led to lower expenditures. The economy overall maintains a good pace of growth, moderate, but it's a good pace of growth. We see overall good activity in services, manufacturing, industrial, construction. So aside from the oil-related sector, elsewhere in the economy, we see a good behavior and a good development this year. The other thing that has been happening in Mexico is that, which is not something that is of a concern, is that Mexico is growing a little bit disparate from the north to the south. From the center to the north, when you look at growth rates, regional GDPs, you see GDPs of growing at 7%, 5%. But when you look at the south, taking out the areas where there is a lot of tourism activity that has been doing very well this year, GDP growths are negative. Mostly related to the oil industry, which is most of the oil is located in the southern part of the country. But aside from that, the operating environment is good. The other thing that has happened in Mexico is that interest rates have been coming up faster than we expected. This is a positive thing for the bank because the balance sheet of the bank is asset sensitive. And so we are expecting an expansion in the interest margin of the bank, not only because of the growth in the book, but also because of the higher interest rates in the market.
Thank you. It's interesting. When you were here last, you actually enlightened us a little bit about your plans for growth in the U.S. and your investor relations strategy in the U.S. Can you let us know, since you've been here last, how that's developed and what are your plans ongoing into 2017?
Yes, what we want to do in the U.S. with the investors is to diversify our investor base. We have been we have been a public company for over 2 decades, and we are a well-known name, at least in the big investment community, but we want to go below that to smaller investment firms. And we want to do that through the ADR and through the OTCQX. So this year, we have been focusing our targeting on a specific size of investors. Reception has been pretty good. For example, we see that companies that we saw earlier in the year in California, there has been a lot of contact and follow-up, and we already see some companies taking on positions on the stock. So this is a plan that we will continue developing next year, no? Because the investment base in the US is so big and diversified that we want to grab that opportunity.
Interesting. Can you talk a little bit about your experience on OTCQX and how that's kind of helped in your investor relations strategy?
It's been very well. We get, you know, the support that we get in terms of information and marketing that you provide us definitely helps. We did a webinar a couple of months ago, and it was an excellent way of getting in touch with investors without having the issues of logistics. These interviews have also helped a lot, so definitely has been a very positive experience.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. So as we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to talk about, or you'd like the viewers to know about Banorte and your plans?
Yeah, we have a medium-term plan that management has been working on for the past 3 years. We have financial goals that we want to reach by 2020. This plan is based on giving the bank greater ability to expand the relationship with the retail customers. And the goals that we are targeting is to improve significantly the profitability, not only of the bank, but of the group overall. We track every quarter what is our progress on the metrics that we want to achieve. And I want to tell investors that we are on track. So, you know, the projects that we are working on this year are pretty important, related to IT specifically, because we will be releasing major changes to our technological platform that will allow us to have, you know, ongoing contact with the customer and sales capacity at any point of contact with the customer. So this is going to be key for us to grow and to expand the relationship with customers, especially on consumer credit. And we already see some of the positive results of the work that we have been doing. If you look at the operating leverage of the group, it has been positive and growing for the past 2 years. This year we are expecting revenue to grow around 14%, and expenses will be growing between 4 to 6%. So, you know, the operating leverage that we are achieving is pretty impressive.
Excellent. Well, Ursula, it's always a pleasure. We look forward to getting another update sometime in the future. And again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here at the Market Center. Again, Banorte trades on OTCQX under the symbol GBOOY and GBOOF. Ursula, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.